for very many reasons and very clear reasons. A village in Bomet County where American missionaries accused of various child rights abuses at an orphanage ran by them now says they are relieved and thankful for the plea of guilt by Gregory Dow to 4 counts of sexually abusing minors. The residents are, however, calling for stiffer penalties against Dow when he is sentenced in September.
For almost a decade, 83 orphaned and vulnerable children called this orphanage home, cared for by an American missionary couple. But beneath the veil of their innocently cheerful faces are horrific tales of brutal child rights abuses. Tales of sexual abuse meted upon young girls aged between 11 and 13 by a man they called father. On Tuesday, Gregory Dow pleaded guilty before an American court to 4 counts of defilement. Back home, one of Gregory's victims of sexual impropriety feels a rare sense of relief.
I'm happy for the sentence that he was given so that he can serve that much time in jail, so that he can understand everything that he's done and what he's done to a lot of kids.
The Dows had the young girls on birth control devices to guard them from pregnancy.
When I got the plant in, I was 13 years old and I didn't replace it. I stayed it just for some few years, then it expired, but they never went to replace it for me.
There was supposed to be 9, a total of 9 girls. But later on, when the ruling was given in the court, then it was mentioned that there were only 4 girls.
Worse still, some of the consequences of the Dows' actions were fatal. 3 children dead for lack of medical attention. At this home in Kapsiratet village, we find the parent of one of 3 children to die at the orphanage. Her son, James Kipkirui, was promised a better life by the Dows when they took him in. But what he got was death and an undignified send-off.
Nikakuja paka hapo, nikamwambia nipeleke mtoto nyumbani, akanikataza. Alafu akashika mtoto wangu hapo ndani na kunieleza kitu chochote kenye liwa mtoto wangu.
At Boito Market Center, just 2 kilometers from the home, news of Dow's admission of guilt does not come as a surprise. Only it's too little and too late. Dow reached a plea agreement with a prosecution which could see him get at least 16 years when he is sentenced in September 2020.
They said 17-year jail term is on the lower side, considering the trauma that these girls went through over that period of time.
But as this small community walks away with some minimal respite, the lives of their young generation may have been scarred for life.
I would urge the government of US to consider more compensating these girls financially so that they can actually recover completely from that tragedy.
And they are desperate, I'm telling you. Most of them have been coming here looking for food. So they have been coming asking for these avocados to be taken to their homes because they don't have food.
Many residents of Bomet now want a secondary trial back in the country. Charity Mwangi, NTV.